between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And New York set to take the field. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. A nice little juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. In motion, Anunwa. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 2nd down, Kaiser. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Kamara, and he is knocked down from the side, right there at the 43. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The play fake, Kaiser. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 3rd and long for Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Now Ryan on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Third and long, it's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard. As they run the counter play. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first and 10, Kaiser. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And now out come the Jets. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way him back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Kaiser. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Kaiser now on second down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. To throw is Kaiser. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Run it again with Kamara. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. In motion, Anunwa. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. first down. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Kaiser from the gun on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll throw now on the final play. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Kaiser now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns continue to roll. And the lead will grow by one more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. In motion, Anunwa. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Second down, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Kaiser. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Jets set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference as we know.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. for a touchback. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw is Brissett. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Brissett now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. In motion, Anunwa. On 3rd down, Brissett. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. More, it's Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Again, it's Brissett. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Letting one go deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Anunwa, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to get a score back. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. We're set on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Give. This is Kamara. And he's got some space here. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right at the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brissett from the gun on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's into the clear. 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brissett. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for the Jets. 41 yards. They'll run. This is Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now a toss going left. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And the Browns Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They run the counter now on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Kaiser here looking to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.